Hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode of our Mutants in the Night series. I haven't decided on a name yet. We'll let that kind of evolve as our story and our mutants evolve. I am Ariel. I'm one-fifth of the Find Out crew. I am your GM for this session and all remaining sessions. I use they, them pronouns, and you can find me on Blue Sky, at Siren Made Media, or on other places around Find Out Productions, including our VAR channel. Go check it out. I'm going to go and order the people who I just see on my screen for our introductions, and then we will hop into a brief recap and our story. Milo, tell them who you are, who you playing.
Hello, I am Milo, slightly quieter than last episode. He, they. I am playing Oliver, he, him, who is our little bird brawling son of a bitch.
Beautiful. Bird Brawler. Moving next, Merm. Who are you? Who you playing?
Hi, I'm Merb. I use they, she pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Bao Bao, who uses she, her pronouns, and is just a big ol' muscle rock mommy, whatever you want to call her. It's whatever.
Bird Brawler and Rock Mommy. Moving on. Fawn. Introductions, please.
Hi, I'm Fawn, he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Calcifer, aka Dante Alighieri, and he is the pyromaniac, so it'll be very, very fun to continue playing him, and a cringe-ass teenager, so.
The cringiest. Last but not least, Spider.
Hello, everyone. I am Spider. I use he, him pronouns. I am playing Aaron Alexander, aka Echo, who also uses he, him pronouns.
All right, these are our mutants, and last time we saw them in various aspects of their individual lives before coming together to accept a job from the political activists at the community center. We did see a brawling bird get into a fight and narrowly escape some Templars. We saw our rocky friend get fired, but also reminded to do PT. Physical therapy is important. We got a chance to find, the names again, Calcifer or Dante in this case, with a little buddy Roman, who's more similar than maybe he wants to admit, and him doing his due diligence at the community center. We also saw Aaron working on his own to try to bring some mutants back home, some folks who haven't been seen in a while. That was before they accepted a job from Kyle to deal with Karen Mann, who's running for office, local election, who's well known for anti-mutant feelings, but not as known for being a member of the Templars, our local fanatic group who think that mutants aren't just people who should be separate from them, but who should be separated from their bodies. We are on a mission to go deal with her. Our crew has decided to eliminate the problem before it becomes a problem, before she can be elected. They have knocked out a bodyguard, disabled the vehicle he was driving, and found their way to their own dark sedan in this crowded Manhattan street. Inside the vehicle, our driver, Brawling Birdman, Oliver, is behind the wheel. We also have Bao Bao in the front seat, I believe, as well as Aaron in the back, and waiting to see what our friend Dante will do. We're going to hop back into this, guys. We have got 2 out of our 6 necessary successes for obstacles in order for this to be a complete job. What would you like to do?
So just running over the plan again. Essentially, we're going to get the car to the spot where we need it to be, and then Aaron, you're going to cast an illusion so that she thinks that you're the driver, so that it's easier for her to be able to get into the car, and then we drive off happily ever after, not so happy for her, into the sunset. Smoke her however it is we're going to smoke her, and then we make it back home before it's too late, right? That's the plan?
That's the plan.
Okay. Then that's exactly what we're gonna try and do. He's like kind of like patting the top of the hood, like randomly absent-minded stuff. So are we like we're gonna drive the car over to just wait outside until it's time. Because I mean, I don't know. Does your illusion have a time limit on it?
It's better if I don't hold it for forever. What time are we looking at right
It's
now?
say about 5:30 after you've gotten off the island, gotten to where you are in the situation. You know that she leaves work promptly at 6 o'clock, drives across the Queensboro Bridge back to her home in Queens with her wife and 2 children.
Okay. Then we should probably
Okay.
make our way over there now. Just pull the car out front. Yeah, we're not gonna. I would say that you gotta probably like 10 minutes before you probably have to like morph into him, right? I would say just so that like she doesn't see you morphing if she's walking up to the car.
Right.
So
So, Oliver, do you also want to be along with us, or are you just riding along while we get to the office?
I didn't even think how we were all gonna get there.
I mean, I can drive you guys if you want. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Can you drive? And I'm honestly asking this as
Yes.
there are a lot of New Yorkers who do not have
Who
driver's
don't drive?
licenses, and there's no need for it. So we've got someone who moved up here from the South, so it might stand to reason that you got some driving skill. You are
We do.
mutants allowed to you can get a license. You can't get married, but didn't say anything about like having the ability to drive a vehicle. I'm sure there are chauffeurs and the like. So yes, maybe Aaron knows how to drive, and the rest of you can roll if you decide to.
If we are pulling the illusion, excuse me, that we need extra security because say there's an uptick in mutant activity, I think that more bodies may not be questioned. So if I'm posing as a driver, I can drive. You can have Bao in passenger seat, and Oliver, if you want to be in the back, we can have you in the back as well. I feel like a higher security presence wouldn't be out of the ordinary.
Yeah. He'll just like flick his head up, so there's less very obviousness.
So I think that's what we'll do. So so as we are making our way to the office, we'll get there to try to not be outside of the standard since we know her schedule. We know what time her car arrives, what time she gets into the car. So we want to make sure we're sticking to that to not tip her off or anything.
All the information was in the dossier. You guys have gotten about 30 minutes. Maybe you just hang out, go over the plan again just before the normal pickup time, roll down the street, pull up in front of her office as expected. And as you pull up, you see her walking out the door. This is similar to those other photos you've seen. She's a very punctual person and one who keeps to a schedule. And it seems she is doing the same today.
Okay. And so as she is exiting the building before she gets to the car, I'm going to cast my ability Plato's Cave, which allows me to focus all of my energy in casting Karen into an illusion. And so while this illusion is active, she can't perceive any changes in reality until the illusion is released.
Oh, I thought you were covering y'all. That's even better. Okay, so she sees you as her normal driver.
Yes.
Walks in. Josh. And I did name him Josh, right? We gave him the audio. Ryan. His name is Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson.
Yeah.
She taps her head to Ryan and waits for you to open the door as she is as you open the back seat. So she would not be saying anything different, meaning does she not see the security in the back, or is she going to see someone that?
She will see the security, but she sees them as human.
Okay, so she then stops and Ryan, who are these people?
Ma'am, we got here as soon as we could. I'm assuming that they hadn't contacted you yet.
I get contacted about everything all the time. What are you talking about?
If you haven't heard, there was an attack at the dealership, at the car. I'm confusing my words. At the motor pool, there was an attack. They tried to take out the vehicle. So we contacted the agency. We got more security. We want to make sure that you are well protected.
An attack?
Yes.
Have you checked this vehicle?
Yes, ma'am. This is why we have the extra personnel. We've thoroughly secured this vehicle to make sure that you are safe.
And who? They've been checked?
They have been vetted. Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna need to roll for this. She does see perception with reality, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a dice for you as you roll this. This is going to be a sway.
Okay.
I'll also let you do a consort if you'd like, but I'm not sure she counts as a friend or a contact. So that'd be a bit of a stretch. Well, she thinks you're a friend, actually. So yeah, you can either do consort or sway.
Okay, I have 2 points in sway, so that'll be 3 dice.
Yeah, and then yeah, the one that I'm giving you.
Okay, that is a 3, a 4, and a 5.
Okay, we'll count that 5, and it is success. She looks at you and says, or it's a partial success at least. You know, I don't like not being informed of these things. You could have called me on the way. What's the holdup?
Ma'am, I thoroughly understand. I felt that it was more important for me to get to you rather than me to try to contact you on the way.
We'll make a note of it that is not correct. I would have rather waited inside for a moment, wondering where you are, and then at least I would have known something was up instead of being startled as I opened this door looking like an idiot.
We couldn't have taken the risk if they were on their way here, ma'am. I do apologize.
She huffs at you and gets in the back of the car.
Now get into the driver's seat, and I'll take our normal route towards the Queensboro Bridge.
She is in the back seat, and because that is a partial success, and there is going to be some consequences. Here's what I'm going to say. As she gets in the back seat and you start driving off on the normal route, she pulls out her cell phone and she says, I'm going to call the office. I should have been informed about this. You should have let me know. And holds it up to her ear. She starts dialing what is she believed to be the security service, who is part of however she's getting security. So that would just be the police officers who are on the take, as well as members of the Templar and other agencies, which is straight do security for cash.
He's being perceived as a human, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. He is going to go, ma'am, once again, that won't be necessary. It's okay. And he's going to reach and very carefully try and make contact with the phone and use meltdown, but he's not going to burn it completely, right? He's just trying to cause it to go on the fritz, essentially. Or is that going to break the illusion if I try and do that?
I don't. So here, I'm only saying this because I got a new phone 3 weeks ago because I left my old one in my dashboard for a few hours in the sun, and it just got too hot and it died. So I think that's reasonable. To be kind of like a flashpoint and fry the inside. Ooh, that hit too close to home. You don't even know.
Yeah.
It's going to be something that you're trying to do surreptitiously, though, and she's just holding it. So I'm gonna. I think it's going to be a finesse move to do this without her noticing.
I've got 2 in finesse, so that's going to be 3 dice.
Of course you do.
And that is why I went for the reach. Do not betray me now, please. That is a 2, and a 6.
Oh, you scared me for a second.
Yeah, I know.
Now we just had another 3 dice. Is not.
Of course, had to play it up.
Yeah. So that 6 is a full success. She goes to take her phone, and it stops working. Does not hot or anything to touch, and she's just turned off. You've handled this, and she looks back at you. And she keeps trying to mess with her phone. And you've... I don't know what she's talking to. She's actually be talking to... to Ryan on the Aaron's fence. What do you... Ryan, are you... You're sure about this, you know? She puts her phone down. I don't like this. Let it be known, I don't like this. And I don't know why I know. And I don't know what I don't know. But I know there's something that I don't know, and you all know it. She just goes into her purse, pulls out some paper and older journaling things, and she starts to make notes in an agenda, what might be a planner, looking very huffy.
And I'll just keeping my eyes on the road and kind of looking back at her in the rearview mirror. Ma'am, we understand, but as you know, your safety is our utmost importance. It is our main priority, so we just want to make sure that you make it home safe.
She is ignoring you, and you just see the top of her head as she furiously scribbles in this little book.
I'm assuming I'm right next to her, so I'm just gonna keep like half an eye just to make sure she's not like. No, actually, not to make sure of anything, just to be nosy. We're gonna kill her. Who cares? Who cares if word gets out? It's not going to. I'm just gonna be nosy. Have some good info
House
here.
for forgetting that he is in an illusion goes, charming. Yeah.
You see her look up just for a moment. What did you say your name was? And I will let you, we'll do this at the same time. What are you looking for, Oliver? Just to be nosy, like, who does this person think she is? Or is it more of a like, while I have this chance with her, I'm going to see what she's writing in that book. It looks like a planner.
Yeah, while I have this chance, is there any like good information that we can just get about like the I forgot their name, but like the fantasy KKK,
The
what are they called?
Templars.
There we go.
Okay. What do I have in here? I have literally a section that says secrets. You get information on a hint, and this might be something you all can put in your pocket, for a name which seems to be written a couple of times on the page, but it's almost always underlined or highlighted or circled, just in various ways. But you see Ashley Del Campo, just like written in numerous places. And you are, yes, as your Dante. And your name?
Steve, ma'am.
You see her write your name down. Steve. And then she just continues to write it. So you see the top of her head.
Do you need my last name?
No. It does not look up at you.
That's fair.
All right. I think we will call that your third obstacle. You've successfully gotten your target in the car with you. God, I can't wait till she dies.
We're all waiting with bated breath.
Just being so sorry, ma'am. You are in with your victim.
Okay. And so I will say that once we make our way to the other side of the Queensboro Bridge, as soon as we start to approach the first exit to get off the bridge, the illusion will, in what she perceives as reality, the engine will start to sputter and start to smoke to make it seem like we're having car trouble.
Okay. Is that one of your powers? It just happens?
Well, I mean, I can...
Or do I need to...
I can manifest the illusion to have her see what I want her to see.
Okay. She is in the back, and out of maybe the corner of her eyes, as she's kind of looking up and down at the windows. Ryan, what's wrong with the car? Ryan.
Ma'am, I'm not sure. We need to stop. I need to I need to investigate this, ma'am. We need to make sure. Give me one moment. So I'll pull off the bridge.
Is this part of the threat? Do you think this is part of the threat? What did they say?
We can't be certain, ma'am, but we have to take all precautions.
This is not the normal vehicle that you said we haven't. You said you checked it, Ryan.
I did. If you allow me a moment to investigate this, so I'll pull off the bridge and I'll make my way. What was the park? Queensboro
Be quick about it.
Yes, ma'am.
There is a fridge. If anyone who would like to know, we're in New York. Coming in from Midtown Manhattan, heading over the Queensboro Bridge. If you want to pull up a map, you can, but just off the bridge, there's an exit which lets you kind of loop around and park, not directly in the park can't park in the park, just because it's like directly up against the river, but it's in some streets would allow you to like see and walk down the street to it. So it's like the exit's a little further away, but not no more than a few blocks. You can see the park from where you're initially stopped the car. I'll say that.
And so what I'll try to do is I'll try to see if there's anywhere, like looking at the map, by the park, but still kind of close to under the bridge to where I can pull off to the side.
You're on 21st Street and 41st Avenue. There are a couple of circular kind of pull around roads. It looks like it's the beginning of like what is some parking spaces, the beginning of the green space of it where people can, we can find like a secluded spot.
Okay. And so I'll say, ma'am, I can let you know, since it seems to be white smoke, it seems to be an engine trouble. If it was black smoke, then we would have reason for concern. But let me just take a minute. I'll step out. I'll pop the hood. I'll look at the engine, and I'll try to figure out exactly what happens. And if anything, we can have another vehicle here momentarily, and then we can make sure that you're on your way home.
What do you even know about cars? Call someone. Should I wait inside? I shouldn't wait inside. Have we called? My phone's not working. Have you called someone? What are you all doing in here? What's the security for if they're not going to be scaring me?
Ma'am, it is better if you stay inside the vehicle. If you step outside the vehicle, we have not canvassed the area. We don't have line of sight on the potential blind spots. So if you stay inside the vehicle, that is where we can better protect you.
She does not believe you. Or actually, I will let you roll for this, and I will let this be a reaction to that, depending on how well you rolled. So I think you are trying to calm down someone who's very quickly deciding, like, is getting into that panic state. Sway will be yours, and I think we're past consort at this point.
Got it.
There is an ability you all have to help for some other things. Somewhere. I know this. Never mind. Tell me what you rolled first, and we'll decide. But
I rolled a 2, a 3, and a 6.
Don't even need the help. Here I was panicking. I was like, I just want this. Okay. She looks at you once again. Ryan, you've known me. I've known you for years, and if you say it's safest in here, then I'll stay in here. But I'm counting on you.
Yes, ma'am. I promise I'll make sure that everything's okay.
See to it that you will.
And she'll see me step out of the vehicle, but what she won't see is everyone else get out of the vehicle. So in her mind, she's still in the car with 3 other people, but we've all stepped out.
She's in the car.
This is so sick.
Your powers are
What's
OP,
gonna end?
man.
Panicking. You see her planner is down. It's very dark, but as you close the door in those very tainted windows, you can see her looking around. What are these? I guess I'll just stay in the car. Just stay in the car. It's safest in the car. I'm safe in the car. I'm safe in the car. As you close the door on her. The last words you hear are, I'm safe in the car.
So I'll pop the hood in the front of the vehicle, and then I'll just take a step back, and I'll let Dante do his thing.
Okay. Before Dante steps out of the car, he's going to go, ma'am, why do you hate mutants so much?
What do you mean? Why you? They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill all of us. They're trying to take from us. We are not safe going to and from our homes. They're everywhere. They have powers.
That scares you?
We should all be
But they're
afraid.
just here?
They're not just here. They're here and they're dangerous. They know they are stronger than us, and we are only able to remain safe because there are more of us and because we acted quickly. None of us are safe as long as any of them live.
I think you make a good point. And he steps out the car and he throws the lighter behind him and catches the whole inside of the car on fire. And he closed the door behind him. Yeah.
She is screaming at the top of her lungs and goes to try to unlock the door. You see her like going for the door that you were on and banging on the glass.
Did you park any like close at all to the East River?
As close as I possibly could.
Okay.
Where the street will allow.
Yeah, then as that lights up, I would like to push the car into the river.
There is maybe not a direct way through the street, but I said you were on 21st and 40th Avenue. 40th Avenue just goes straight down, so if you just wanted to like start pushing this car a block.
Absolutely.
Through what is off of a curb when the street ends, because it does dead end. But if you just continue pushing it, you will, and it's not, it's the East Channel, because there is like, you're by Roosevelt Island, and so there's a little space on either side where there's a East and a West Channel, but it's the East River. There are people around. So here's what I'm going to say for you all. If you'd like to try to disguise yourselves in some way, that works. If you want to, because this does affect like your heat afterward. It specifically says if you do a job where like people see you or where you're caught on camera, the heat is up and it affects some things during your downtime. You can. God, how do I do this? She's burning car in the middle of New York at 5 o'clock, like 6 o'clock. This is wild. I love it. Yeah, I need someone to tell me how you do anything to disguise what you're doing as the car starts to go up in flame as you push it one block down the street and then over some grass into the river without being seen. Or allow yourselves to be seen and handle consequences.
Here's one idea. I've been to New York like once. I don't know how busy it is, but if we push it down a slightly less busy street,
very busy,
or at least one where people can't see, like behind some buildings, I can use an ability that if I touch the car, I can like make it all quiet so no one will hear her screams.
How about this? It's not out of the realm of possibility for a vehicle to catch on fire if there's some type of mechanical malfunction. If you silence the vehicle to where no one hears her scream, we are still in the realm of a time period where we're okay to be in the city. We can just explain it off. Our car had engine trouble and it's on fire, so we need to clear the area because it may explode. But if they can't hear her screaming, there's no reason for them to check the car to see if someone's in there.
We'll answer that in two parts. It is almost, there are very few places in New York City where there are not people at any given time. Way later in the evening, you're less likely to meet some folks, and some further into the residential neighborhoods, not at a park around like time when people might be out jogging, getting home and things. We're talking about a lot of people around. I will then also say, you did get out, you drove up in a smoking vehicle, got out and popped the hood, and then 3 people presumably got out and closed the door. it makes sense that you would assume, oh yeah, everyone in that car must have got out. I will allow this. So if if that is what you would like to do instead of pushing it, we can do that. And there's a car on fire, and you all are kind of approached by people who ask if you are okay. I'll let you decide.
You know, and frankly, another reason that Oliver's going up to Silence's car is because he did not realise this would be a slow death, and he is a bit freaked out.
Takes a long time to burn to death, especially if you're like in a space that's not. Yeah. If go ahead and silence this. There are people who are starting the crowd, but if you would, it makes sense. Yeah, get back, it's on fire. The crowd is somewhat dispersed.
I was gonna say I would like to use my notoriety that everybody knows me to be like, hey, like there was it's really bad. Like, stay back. Don't want you to get hurt. Like, full like Bao being like, ish, I want you to stay safe. Okay, you stay over there. This is just a malfunction. We're trying to figure this out. Okay.
Okay. I think we said you had one more day left on your pass, right? So, oh no, you have an actual pass for being in the city today.
Pass now,
yeah. You are allowed to be out and about after 9 o'clock anyway, with what appears to be some humans. If you want to just drop Bao's persona, and yes, I think we'll do a couple of rolls just to see how successful things are. And anyone who's doing this can take a bonus dice since we're getting both a silenced scream and a celebrity influence, as well as a setup from a smoking car. So I will count this as I guess like burning her is a third obstacle. You have successfully completed mission in that regard. She is in the car doing it. So I'll count the burned victim as...
So that's 4, right?
That's 4th is the getting her. 5th would be what we're doing now. I need Oliver to roll for... Oh no, you just silence. It's an ability. So that will allow a... I guess friends are... I'll allow a consort, since I would consider fans and notoriety be people who might be like friends and contacts with, or a sway, and you can take an extra dice because of all of the help. You can take 2 extra dice because of both the car smoking and the silenced scream. And I'm sorry, that is for Bao Bao.
That's for
since you're the one not using a power.
Oh no, that's for me, and I do not have anything in either of those.
So then you'll still take the bonus dice. One for each of the amazing
so
maneuvers which have been pulled.
You said consort or sway, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I just roll 2 dice because I'm getting the +2, right? You just said to take...
Roll, I'm going to give you 1 dice for each of them, so roll 3.
But I don't have anything. Oh, okay.
So because you roll at least 1 dice for your thing.
Yeah.
And this will be your last clearing the crowd. Will be a 5th obstacle.
That's a 3. I got a 2, a 2, and a 3.
That's a failure.
That is a failure.
Things go poorly. You do not achieve your goal and you suffer complications. Here's what we'll say. So on top of not succeeding in your 5th idea of clearing the crowd, what actually happens is, as we have mentioned before, there are maybe more Templars in Brooklyn, but none in Queens. And upon closer inspection, as you start looking at the crowd, you see some folks who are looking not like they came over or first to see what was going on, but then saw you, and they're like, "Hey, yo, it's that mutant freak, the one who's going around tackling people. She's burning cars." And someone turns around, "Our neighborhoods aren't safe." And he pulls out a whistle and starts to blow 3 short bursts, calling for help from any Templars in the neighborhood. What would you all like to do? She's still in the car, to some degree. So that is one thing, but you are now also being, a lot of attention's being called to the murder scene. And you know what? This is perfect because it's 3:24. We're at the half-hour mark. Let's take a little break, friends. We will see you all come back here in 5-10 minutes. Go drink some water, go reel from the revelations, and we will see you all in a few moments. Welcome back, friends. Here are our mutants. You've had a moment to de-stress, to chitty chat, and to decide on an amazing plan. I will let you all take over what you fin to do.
It's amazing. Don't do that. It is amazing.
Okay, that's just a burning cob right here. It's kind of scary. Anyways, I'm gonna be providing some help for what Calcifer wants to do by just continuing to distract and keep the crowd's eyes on me. So I will be taking 1 stress for that.
I will also be taking 1 stress for what Calcifer is about to do. And I immediately start screaming as the fire starts to billow a bit. I go, oh my god, the car's gonna explode.
Calcifer has both of his.
Nodding at Calcifer.
He has both of his hands in his pockets, and he is. He takes like a quick glance back at the car, so he understands where it is, and a couple of hand motions essentially, and the smoke is going to start billowing out of the car more, and he's going to intentionally waft it into the audience. And so now I'm going to roll.
So many dice.
And that is going to be a 5.
Ugh, fuck.
So many dice,
So
but it's a partial success. It's not a failure.
Do you want to know what's crazy?
What happened to you?
I rolled a 1, a 1, a 1, a 3, a 5 is what just happened. I'm not kidding.
That almost seems
The dice hates us.
Could
I'm
hates
not
all of
kidding.
us.
so with
I'm not kidding.
pushing rolls,
Not bullshitting.
you have to fail to push rolls, or because if we want that clean thing.
I'm scrolling and I've lost my sense of direction. Pushing yourself, you can stress for greater performance. No, it doesn't say you have to have failed. It's just for greater performance.
Okay.
For each bonus you choose below, take 1 stress. Each can be chosen once for a given action. So you can take an action when you're incapacitated. None of you are. You can add +1 level to an effect you have, or you can add +1 1d6 to your roll. This may be used for an action roll or a downtime roll or anything. So you could roll another d6 if you wanted to push yourself.
I'm going to push myself. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to roll another d6.
Take 1 stress. Let us know. Break my heart.
When I push myself, I have to take 2 stress, so I'm taking 2 stress.
Okay.
That's a 6.
I know
That's
that.
a 6. That's a 6. That is a 6. That is a 6.
So
Okay.
it does kind of quickly change from, ooh, the car is smoking a little bit, and people trying to glimpse around you to see what is going on. A mutant identified, a popular one. Whistles blowing and Templars going as you hear other whistles coming in response to those who have called. You billow that smoke up in front of you and your compatriots, blocking any view, which in this case was a 6. We will see them thinking of as normal. The wind shifted and suddenly you are obscured. I will count this as another obstacle which you have cleared,
Yes.
which I think is yours. Oh no, 5th, because the other one we did not accomplish.
I was looking real spooky, guys. I was looking real fucking spooky for a second.
Yeah.
There's
Super
a wall
spooky.
of smoke. You are obscured. You hear them shouting. Behind you lies a river. You can sprint down the street. Maybe I don't know if you have any indication, Oliver, whether or not what you are silencing still needs to be silenced. But it seems like the voice from inside the car is no longer. You have accomplished your goal, and the only obstacle left is to succeed in fleeing. You are on a different island. You've got to cross back to the bridge or to another island before that and then get to the ferry. One of you has a day pass, and you've got about 2 hours left. If you were just taking your time doing this normally, it'd be about an hour and a half to get back home safely. So this is something which could be done if you work together and plan accordingly. Go on.
And so from where we are, the closest subway stop is Queensboro Plaza.
Queensbridge is your closest one. You're at Queensbridge Park, is where you would have just come off the Queens, a lot of Queens. Queensbridge Metro Station is the closest to the Queensbridge Park, which is where you were headed after exiting the Queensboro Bridge.
Heard. Okay, so we are a little bit farther north than I was thinking. Okay, so we could get on the F right
You're
away.
a block away, and you could immediately hop onto an F. Yeah,
I think that's
F or an M.
Yeah. I think that's where we should head.
I agree.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's.
I agree as well. Let's go.
Let's take like a little bit of a loop, and get around the crowd and head over to the little station.
I'm asking this as you continue to move through the streets, as you have maybe been holding your illusion for 30 minutes now. Have gotten out of Midtown and across the bridge. How long, Aaron, before you start to falter?
With because it was a lot different when I'm just projecting an illusion of myself to one person, but projecting an entire environment of an illusion to this whole scenario to modify not only my appearance but the appearance of my friends as well. After the smoke starts to billow out from the car and starts to obscure the vision of the onlookers, that's when it'll start to falter and it's starting to kind of slip a bit, and Aaron is starting to kind of psyche's starting to break a bit.
Okay. So I think the only one who might have been able to give you away would be Bao Bao, who they sort of recognized, but the other 3, it is still daylight. You're allowed to be here. If you need to drop the illusion on 2 or 3 of you, that makes sense as well. Or you can just kind of hood up, try to head down, make your way to the subway.
I was gonna say, is it mine down because everyone recognized me?
Yeah, yours is down, and then after the smoke obscured, Aaron would have to have dropped it, or else start to suffer some trauma.
All right. Then I'll say you have a few minutes to get to the subway platform. There are whistles going up all around you, and we will call this your last obstacle. Because getting back home after you can get away in New York on a subway plane, you're gone. How are you going to maneuver your way through a subway? As you get to the station, you see that enough whistles have very quickly made their way as you all try to walk surreptitiously, not draw attention, and there are just like people who you see on top of the stairs looking around trying to catch you. They know there are 4 mutants who are just involved in something.
Calcifer's just gonna kind of casually make his way through and past people. He's not trying to draw attention, but I mean, none of us are, right? But the hood is up, the mask is on. He's kind of just slowly but surely moving through. What he does do is, as he's walking, he's going to pull out his phone, and he is going to look up the name Ashley Del Campo as he's walking.
Super simple. You, as players, might have seen this, but now there's a reason for it, and it feeds back into some more quests. You see that Ashley Del Campo has been making waves in the political sphere as well. The same way that we have Karen Mann trying to run for regulator of the mutant safe zone. Ashley Del Campo is also running, but she's running for local city council with the platform that we are actually safer working with mutants, specifically talking about a time when her fraternal brother, when they were tested as children, was taken away. And they later found that the Templar organization had got to him. He did not see his 12th birthday, and she has spent her entire life doing everything she can do to make sure that never happens to anyone else's son, daughter, sibling ever again. She is running for council seat, and she's campaigning hard for mutants' rights, for bringing people together, and for stopping the violence.
And that name was kind of in
all over the
her
planner.
journal.
Dates separately circled, highlighted, whatever. There's not necessarily something you could have gleaned without having the journal with you.
Right.
But that's what she was writing.
But they're like polar opposites, though.
Mm-hmm.
So Calcifer's gonna be like, yeah, he wants to talk to this person. He wants to try and find a way, like, of course, like, as like everything's kind of going around him, and he's going to relay this to everybody else as well, but he wants to talk to this person because there's something that is like off-settling in him, like a gut feeling that like this person that's completely the opposite of who you are has your name everywhere in her book, like you're some kind of like middle school crush, right? Like that's kind of concerning.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're on the opposite side of the political spectrum. That's really concerning.
Yeah. So then, Calcifer, you would be open then to, I don't know, run security for them?
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
You know, I don't think we have time today, though.
No. Definitely not. No.
Mental note.
I'm kind of beat, you know. Oh, fuck, my lighter. Damn it.
We'll get you a new one.
I need it.
I know, but
it was cool, though.
It was cool, and we can see if we can find someone who can make you a new one that's just like it, but then you get to make the whole thing, get to design it and everything.
Yeah, that would be pretty sick. Mm-hmm. He like jumps up sadly and hits an exit sign as he's like walking through the subway.
Papa just stands and just does not have to jump and just hits it.
This is our last obstacle. Are you all splitting up and kind of doing 2 by 2 then? Or one-offs, since they're looking for a group of mutants to get past these individuals. I need some sneaky rolls coming from folks.
I
Yeah, I think it might be better for us to not be seen all together as a group.
Split.
Yeah. I mean, if I can, after saying that to Calcifer, I kind of just want to be off and away from everybody else. Just because I fucking stick out like a goddamn sore thumb. Like, that is just the reality of Bao. So.
You're the risk right now.
I am, and always will be every time we leave Staten Island.
I need some, what we will call prowl rolls from our friends, my little mutants. Individually, tell me what you got.
0 on prowl, so I'm gonna try my best here.
Yeah, I'm gonna push and take 2 stress, so that I roll a dice and not roll with disadvantage.
That's fair.
So.
I think I'll
What's 4
do the
get me?
same.
A 4 is a partial success. So you do what you were trying to do, but there are some consequences. A 4 or a 5 gets you the same effect. So you'd have to get up to a 6 in order for it to be a full success.
Yeah, I'm going to also do the same thing and push myself is what's going to happen.
Now's the time for it. You can rest on the subway.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's just push it up to a success. Let's just, like, how many stress is it to go up?
So
2 stress.
2.
So then is it, if we take the 2 stress, it's just 1 dice, correct? Or is it 2?
It's 1 dice.
Okay, great, thank you.
I thought if, like, you took the stress, the 2 stress, it also ups the success level.
You can use this to push yourself for greater performance. For each bonus you choose, take 1 stress. Each one can be chosen once for the given action. So you can add a D6 to your roll, or you can add a level to an effect of a power.
Because I'm going from a 4 to a 6. So I'm going from a partial to a full success.
Yes. Did you roll a 6?
I rolled a 5, but like, how does
4 and 5
work?
are partial successes. So yeah, if you want to take the stress, then you have to roll a 6 in order to change the result.
Oh, so I need to roll a dice and then.
You already rolled 1, right? You got.
Wait, so
you rolled 1 and you got a.
I rolled 2 dice because.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh my god.
Maths. Oh no, okay, I get it, because you don't have anything in prowl, right? So yeah, you would have rolled 2 dice and took the lower one. If that was a 4, you can then choose to push yourself, take 1 stress, and roll another. If you get a 6 on that, that will be a success. 4 and 5 are the same, so it won't go up unless you get a 6.
Okay, well I rolled 2, so that's
a 4.
I got a 4.
2 partials, okay?
I rolled a 2 and a 3. I took a stress. I rolled a 6.
Nice.
God, somebody had to. So yeah, you're cool. The cucumber managed to make it in, and our very famous friend.
That's a 2.
Uh-huh.
If I take 2 more stress, can I roll like another die?
I'll allow it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to.
It's the end of the mission. Now's the time to be like,
we all just
there's
take
also.
I mean, we're all stressed.
I will also mention.
This is a very stressful situation.
We're all stressed. This is fair.
Okay, that's a 5.
Accept a devil's bargain. Okay.
That's a 5. I'll take us partial.
It's quite funny. We've gotten right to the end and we've just remembered like one of the core mechanics, and we're like, let's
have to use it.
Now's the time. Crank it out. So you got a 4 or 5, 2 4s, a 5, and a 6. 3 partials and a complete success. Here's how we'll handle this. You make it successfully onto the train. I will count that as your last obstacle. As partial successes, you all have completed the mission for the owls, or the and not anti-political party. Political activists at the community center. And we can start to roll this all up into a nice little goodbye package as we are approaching the end of our time recording together. I want you all to let me know as you are finished with this very hard day. And as you get on to the ferry successfully, making your way across the water before it shuts down, and you all are going to all spend the night on the boat. That is your consequence from this action. So anything you were supposed to do tomorrow, anyone you were supposed to have met, or any plans you may have made for the evening, unfortunately are canceled as you were stuck on the ferry in the middle of the water overnight. Tell me how you are all wrapping up your first mission. You hear the the familiar sound of the engine shutting off.
I think I'm gonna go jump in the water and try to push this thing myself.
Will that even
No,
work?
because I will sink to the bottom of the bay, the lake, the river. I don't know what the fuck that shit's called that we are on top of.
Well, let's not do that then. We'll have a way to fish you out.
I'll
So
grab the anchor. Wait, no, because we're moving. Need the
that will
anchor.
still
No,
keep you
then
down
we'll
at the
sink.
bottom.
Okay.
That's okay. It's like a sleepover, right? We'll be fine.
Calcifer,
We're all chill.
can I tell you something?
Sure. What's up? Anything.
I thought we were gonna have a sleepover when we went over to your house, but I'm really glad this is our sleepover because I don't have to eat your mom's ribs.
Do you know what? That is fair.
So you
You weren't the first people to tell me that. My dad kind of like texts me that. He kind of like sneakily tells me that, but he's like, you just need to like nod and smile and stuff like that. It's kind of just how it is.
okay?
It's whatever.
Okay, I just like I
mhm.
really, I y'all are great, and like now that I don't have a fucking job,
Mhm.
I like hanging out around all of you, but like. I really don't like your mom's cooking. I'm so sorry. I kind of wanted you to burn all of my ribs that night, but I didn't know how to ask you without.
You should have asked.
Your mom
Hey,
already
that's
didn't
all
like
right.
me because I play a violent
That's
sport.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't really think too much about it. I don't really like talk to my parents like that. I try not to. Maybe go to like church on Sundays, and it is what it is.
Okay.
It's okay.
If
No,
ribs are her thing, I could get her a recipe if she needs one.
that's fine. I don't think you guys understand my mom though. I think if you do that, that's going to backfire really hard. Now, don't get me wrong. Hey, listen, I understand. I hear the plight of the people, right? But if you give me a recipe and I go, "Hey, mom, you should probably check out this recipe," after you all kind of lied to her, I think that she's going to feel a certain kind of way. Is what I think.
Did we lie or did we just
Y'all said
not
the ribs were
tell the
good.
whole truth?
Y'all said they were good. I don't know if they were good. Hey, listen, I don't taste anything when I do that. I just need y'all to understand that. When I burn them, when I do the whole burning thing, it's very little taste. But I get a little bit of the sauce and stuff in there. It's okay.
That answers a lot of questions.
Yeah, I kind of just don't. I don't think about it.
Have you essentially
Sometimes
burned off your taste buds?
no.
I don't
no,
like
I don't
that you
think
had to
that.
hesitate to
Did I?
figure that out.
I don't think so.
Do you eat other food without charring it? Just like random.
Oh yeah. Like me and my dad, kind of. Oh shit! Is that why the burgers taste burn a little bit?
Okay. Let's just all have a cute
That's
sleepover and
That's fine.
just
It's
next
fine.
time we do family dinner, it's not going to be at your house. It'll be at
That's
Aaron
fine.
and I's
That's okay.
house.
Hey, that's cool. That's really
And
dope.
then you're going to let us
Damn,
know
what?
if you are going to burn our food before you eat it.
Okay. Well, don't do that typically outside of my mom's house. So that's
Perfect. Then everything.
Yeah, I typically don't do that.
Yeah.
I didn't really. Should I go to the doctor?
Yeah. But the.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
I mean, there are mutant doctors. I mean, I'm sure I could find a nice mutant doctor that could like check out like my taste buds. I guess could be like a little bit of nerd. I mean, that's okay. That's fine.
I mean, if it hasn't impacted you thus far, you should be fine.
I'll be all right. Give me like a week without doing it. I think I'll be okay. I'll be all right.
Oliver, were you going to
strong.
say something?
You know, I was. I was. I really was.
And that's
And
where we'll end our session. Thank you all for joining us. I have been Ariel. I use they them pronouns. I'm 1/5 of the Find Out crew. You can find us anywhere and all over the internet at Find Out Productions. Not anywhere, just a few places really. Check out the VOD for this episode in a couple of days. Thank you for watching, and I will pass it along in the order I see on my screen, which maybe they are familiar with by now, so that our friends, our mutants, can say goodbye. Milo, say goodbye.
Hello. I mean, goodbye. It's me, Milo. He. I played Oliver. You can find me pretty much all over the internet at Metallicious with 2 S's. Yeah, like Twitter, Blue Sky, Tumblr. I'm always doing some new things, some writing, some voice acting, some TTRPGs. Who knows? You'll have to follow me. Haha.
Moving right along, Merm.
Wow, that's me. Hi, everybody. My name is Murmur, use they, she pronouns, and today I've been playing Bao Bao, who uses she, her pronouns. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Murmur3R, so that's MIRRRM, where you can see all the places that I'm going to be, because on average, I think I have 4 games that I stream a week. So who knows what kind of fucking shit I get into. Wow, so fun. But yeah, you can find me in those places. I sometimes make funny haha jokes, and other times I make people cry, and it's really great and fun. Okay, I'm gonna pass it off to the next one.
Next one is Fawn.
Hi, I'm Fawn. Fawn the Legend. You can find me at Fawn the Legend on pretty much every social media platform, Blue Sky and Twitter included. He, him pronouns, and Calcifer also goes by he, him pronouns. Dante's a very cringe teenager. I hope you guys enjoy the cringeness.
Wrapping up, last but not least, Spider.
Hello, everyone, and goodbye for this episode. I have been Spider. I use he, him pronouns. I have been playing Aaron Alexander, who also uses he, him pronouns. If you want to find me online, you can go to my link tree, linktr.ee /TJ Spider. You'll find all of my socials as well as the link to my podcast, All Things Super, where we watch nerdy TV shows, movies, and trailers, and we talk about them and we try to figure out if they were super or not, at least on the basis of our opinions. But you can join along in the conversation and you can ask or you can answer if they're super to you as well. But yeah, had a great time.
Fun all around. Murder for our mutants. We will see you all next time. Bye.